Alright, so this is a video response to pretty much in regards to that racism interview that happened a few days ago. I want to illustrate this fact very quickly so people could just look at this fact and kind of see where I'm coming from. So the guy was upset that I was saying that LeBron James and Kobe Bryant are not intelligent. Basically, I'm not saying that they're completely unintelligent, but I'm saying that compared to Jeremy Lin, they are not intelligent. So it's based on comparison. So, for example, somebody that's 5 years old and he knows the alphabet, he could be considered more intelligent than somebody that's 1 year old that doesn't know the alphabet. But you compare the 5-year-old to a 10-year-old, and he's not going to be considered intelligent anymore because the 10-year-old is going to be a lot more advanced in many areas according to the intellect. So, but quickly stating, the guy was trying to defend Kobe Bryant by saying that, well, Kobe Bryant knows French, like he's fluent in it and he can speak it, and you know, so he's basically trying to say that Kobe Bryant's intelligent because he knows French. Basically because Kobe Bryant knows a second language. Well, the fact of the matter is, if we're still going to be comparing Jeremy Lin to Kobe Bryant, well, Jeremy Lin knows a second language as well. He knows Chinese. So, what about that? So, I mean, what I see that is clear is that a lot of immigrants from other countries, they have it rough. They don't really get much credit for their intelligence. You know, so for example, okay, Kobe Bryant knows a second language. Whoop-de-doo. Well, there's a bunch of like Hispanics, Mexicans, Puerto Ricans that know 2 languages as well. They're all over my neighborhood, you know. Bunch of people immigrated from Mexico. They know 2 languages. They have to know English and they have to know Spanish. You know, they grew up with Spanish and then they had to learn English. And that's not an easy job to learn 2 languages, but a lot of people have done it. Not just Kobe Bryant, but so many people can do that. Even little children have to assimilate to that. And the Chinese, you know, coming from China, they have to learn the English and they gotta learn, basically they need to learn 2 languages. So Kobe Bryant knowing another language is nothing special, according to the majority. You know, and even Jeremy Lin himself already knows 2 languages. And, you know, so say you got, you know, somebody like a kid who knows Spanish and English. Say he's 10 years old. Or he knows 2 languages. He's fluent in both. So does that mean he shouldn't go to school anymore just because he knows 2 languages and now he's intelligent enough? No. You know, so basically what I'm saying is that, okay, Kobe Bryant knows 2 languages. But compare that to having a Harvard University degree. That Harvard University degree, you know how difficult it is to get that degree? I have a degree as well, but it's from Purdue. And Purdue is considered like a Big Ten school, and it's considered a pretty good school. But still, it's absolutely nothing compared to Harvard and Princeton and Yale and those big name schools like that. You know, I mean, people put hard work to get into those big name schools like that. It is very, very difficult. A lot more difficult than learning just a second language. And even people in high school study second languages. You know, they make you study Spanish in high school. And people become fluent in 2 languages in high school. That's not a difficult thing. That's only just a part of the curriculum. So they gotta learn Spanish in high school, then they gotta go to history class and calculus and, you know, art class or social studies. I mean, they gotta learn everything more on top of just that second language. So, like saying that Kobe Bryant is good and knows a second language is almost like saying, okay, he got an A in French and then he also got an A in gym. Well, I'm saying, what about all the other classes? And basically what I'm saying is, you know, to find somebody, to actually meet somebody that actually graduated from Harvard is a rarity. I mean, you don't find that many people that will graduate from such a prestigious school. But to go out there and find people that know 2 languages, that speak 2 languages, it's pretty damn easy. You know, and a lot of times we actually make fun of these people, oh, because they're immigrants. But really, it's not easy to learn 2 languages, you know. But at the same time, it's still nothing compared to the difficulties in graduating from a university like Harvard. You know, so that's pretty much what I was trying to, pretty much indicating, and it is very factual, you know. You know, it's all about stats, you know, when it comes to basketball. You know, they're all working so hard. Kobe Bryant, LeBron James are working so hard to get those titles. You know, they want to beat Jordan and get more titles than Jordan and all this other stuff. Well, what they need to do is put more effort into educating themselves intellectually and start seeking for those sort of credentials, you know, rather than the physical. Because obviously the physical, they pretty much like mastered it. They need to put their effort into intellectual growth, and that's pretty much what I'm criticizing them for. They got all this physical abilities, but what about striving towards their intellectual abilities? And then that will set a better example for the people that look up to them. These little children are like, oh, you know, oh, Kobe Bryant and LeBron James, they didn't go to college. Oh, so I don't need to go to college. I'll just play basketball all day. You know what I mean? That's what these are the type of role models that people are looking up to, and that's a shame, because the fact of the matter is, they even stated it in one of the documentaries. You're more likely to get struck by lightning than making it to the NBA. So you got all these people looking up to these people that are never going to make it to the NBA themselves, and then they don't value education because their so-called heroes don't value it either. You know, and that's a sad thing. You know, and I'm criticizing that. I'm criticizing that, you know, right? You know, directly. You know, these people, they got all this money. They got, you know, got all this money. You tell me that you can't spend some time to educate yourself and develop yourself intellectually, you know, rather than just playing basketball all the time. So that's pretty much where I'm getting at. And you know, I'm not even trying to get racial with it. It's not even about race. It's just the fact of the matter is, these athletes, all they care about is just their physical development. And I'm saying that they need to de-emphasize the physical, and they need to work on their intellectual. And I even criticized Jeremy Lin, saying that, hey, you know, he's got a lot of intellectual development and spiritual. He needs to put more you know, development on the physical in order to get to the level of you know, that Allen Iverson used to be in, or Michael Jordan, or Kobe Bryant, or LeBron James. He needs to work on more of the physical. Then he'll be even more balanced, because then because that's the type of field that he's in right now. It's very physical, and that's the way I see it.